Yes guys, what is happening, and welcome back to a brand new video. So this is a weird one, this is an unfortunate one, but I've kind of like tried to have to video this on the go because I said I wanted to video every single process. So whether it's good, whether it's bad, you're gonna see, and hopefully I can learn something off you guys and you guys can see what's going on. So obviously the car's been turbo, it's been on the road. I had issues with regarding temperature sensor and the radiator fan switch. I drove it a little bit, but obviously I always watch the temperature, because at first I didn't have a temperature switch, but I literally didn't drive it far at all, so it wasn't driven far. And then it was just like just to see if it was working correctly, and then the next day I found out about the radiator switch, so we put that on. Sweet. Potentially there's no airlock, coolant got up to temp within a couple of minutes. And there's like a cap, you'll see it in the picture, because I took a picture of the little cap where the inlet manifold is. There's a little like screw kind of thing with like a little Allen head in it. I removed that, made sure that was full, made sure the radiator was full, bled it till it got hot, the pipes got hot, the fans got hot. And then the other day when I was going to Dan's to get the switch fitted for the fan, it did get quite hot, like I'm not going to lie and be like, oh yeah, I don't know what this is. He did say don't sit in traffic because it could get hot, and obviously car overheating is dangerous. I was sitting in traffic because it's Birmingham and that's what happens, and I sat there and smoke started to come out the bonnet, and I was like shit, so I had to pull over, lift the bonnet up, and a little hose popped off. So thankfully it was literally just a hose, so managed to put that back on. Tried to bleed it again, good job I bought another 5 litres of coolant, put the coolant in, and then bled it up kind of thing. Drove to Dean's, sweet. Drove back, sweet. So it's like 40 minutes each way, so I went on the motorway, everything. And then 2 days ago I noticed it's smoking a bit, it was like puffing. And today I noticed it a lot more, like I was like, what the hell is going on? So I'm going to try and like this, what you're going to see now is what I'm telling you, but you will see evidence in the videos coming after this. So went for a drive and I sat in traffic and I was like, what the hell is going on? Like, you're watching this now, but when you watch the videos you'll go, oh my god. So like I filled the road with smoke. Originally I thought it was bluey, like I thought it was like either oil or it could have been a bit of fuel. I kind of went for the fuel because I thought brand new turbo, oil lines, everything sweet. But then it started looking white, and obviously white's coolant. So I had a thought that because I messed up the IVAC valve when I swapped it over from the normal throttle body to the new one, the gasket was a bit haggard and the bolts were shot. So thanks to Dean, we went there today, we got a new gasket for the IVAC and we got new bolts, so everything's sweet. I did have a look, and obviously in the video you will see there is a bit of coolant or residue in the actual boost pipe. So obviously I thought if this is fixed now and we go for a drive, should be alright. So I went for a decent drive, like half an hour, 40 minutes, coolant got up to temp, sweet, heated, and then I pulled up, smoking, but then drove another 10 minutes down the road, stopped, nothing. So there was no. What was that? What wait. Go ahead. I'll let the dog out, one sec. So it's intermittent, but it's more smoking than it is not smoking, if that makes sense. So but I was like, surely if we go give it a decent run, obviously there's no boost because the turbo hasn't been mapped up properly, but it has got base maps, so it could potentially be running rich, so there could be a lot more fuel than it needs to be. But being at the traffic lights and it pumping out, like as you're watching this now, on the 26th of May, I was supposed to be going to Swansea to meet JCal and get the car mapped. So obviously with this blowing smoke or whatever it's doing, it's kind of like I can't risk taking the car down there with a potential problem. I want the car to be 100% sweet. Like, as much as inside I'm like I want to do it, I feel like it's a wrong decision by doing it. So mapping is out of the question for now, unfortunately, until we find out what's going on. So you watch these videos and then I'll skip to the end and then we'll discuss what we could do next to potentially find this problem. So let's go. So we have a problem with the coolant and we think it may be this. So for a start, this isn't the tightest, but if we look further, I couldn't get this bolt out at all, so I basically angle grinded it and got like a flathead to try and tighten it. Whilst doing that, the gasket in this IVAC wasn't very good. So what we believe is, because the engine is like, it looks like it's taking in coolant, so we believe that coolant is passing through the gasket into the throttle body, into the inlet, into the engine, and obviously that is why you're seeing the smoke. So yeah, we're gonna take it to Dean's now, get new bolts, new gasket, see if we can sort it. Right, so what we're doing is, this is all shot on iPhone, so we've took the boost pipe out, yeah, and I noticed a bit of residue. See a little bit of residue in there? Where's it gone? Oh no, sorry, it's sitting down there. There's only a bit, but if you look here, look at the joint on the O-ring, see the metal? Look, that's wet, that is. Oh my god. So maybe it might be from the IVAC, so fingers crossed. Right, so we're parked up now, and normally this is where it idles. When it idles and then you give it a little rev, it puffs out. But we've drove for like what, 20 minutes, half an hour. The coolant is still optimum, so it's not losing coolant, I don't think. Give it a little rev. See, it's starting to puff now, and I think it might start smoking now. So yeah, you can see that from here already. Oh, is it? Yeah, it's, it's so intermittent, like I don't know. Surely if it, oh my god, that's so bad. But because it's got the base map on it, that's, could it be fuel? Could it be over fueling itself and overcompensating? This war should have got a K-Pro, because you wouldn't have had this problem, because you could have had a proper map put on it and see how it runs. But yeah, it's Smoky Joe, man. Right, so obviously, as I said, the IVAC has been changed. I've been hearing some mad theories. So 2 is I'm going to take the downpipe off and see if there's anything in the see if anything's in the downpipe, because if there's fluid in the downpipe, then it's coming from the engine, so the engine is getting coolant and it's throwing it into the turbo and exhaust, which is not good. But then there's still that little housing which coolant is coming out of that, so could it be getting hot, the turbo sucking it in, going into the exhaust, and could that be why it's, do you know what I mean, like is it burning up in the engine bay and then going into the turbo? Like I have no idea. And then the last 2 I like. One is someone said compression test, which I don't even want to hear them words. And then 2 is head gasket, but the only reason I think head gasket could be slightly is because it obviously did get hot that day, like the temperature gauge was climbing, but it was fine, like it drove fine, it's not misfiring, so there's no misfire by the way, it drives fine. Someone said if your head gasket was gone, misfire would happen, and then yeah, I'm just a bit frazzled at the minute, because like I said, the car was running sweet, we threw all this money and turbo at it, and now it's smoking, but we don't know why. So I'm gonna take the manifold off and then see. I'm gonna set down, pop off, have a look, and then we might take the manifold off and have a look, see if it's coming through the manifold, or see if we can see inside the board, or I don't know. But the reason why I'm making this video now is because quite a lot of you lot out there are wicked, so if you're watching this and you understand and you go, it's probably this, it's probably that. Apparently K20s don't suffer with head gasket issues, apparently it's really uncommon for that to happen. So yeah, I don't actually know what's going on. The car drives sweet, it just puffs out smoke, so I just don't know. Obviously I don't want to drive it more, because could it be causing a problem, could it get worse? So yeah, not kind of video I wanted to make, to be honest with you. I'm really sorry about the quality, but like I didn't have my camera on me or anything, so I was literally trying to catch it on my phone. So yeah, I hope you can't really enjoy this video because it's not really enjoyable, but if anyone else has this problem, hopefully we can all learn together, and that's what this platform is about. So you can watch what I do, which I enjoy, and then we can try and fix stuff. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Please like the video, even though I don't like the video, comment, and I'll see you on the next one. Hopefully the next one is a bit better. I did want to get it mapped, but better to be safe than sorry. So yeah, I'll see you on the next one, guys. Peace.